All right, we're back. We've got the Devil's Edge Kopesh today, separate from the Tactical Khopesh that we have on the website. This is a prototype that we're going to be having on the website very shortly. This one is a little bit longer. We have about a 15-inch cutting edge. Notice there is a top edge right here that lips out. That could be used for back of the blade strikes as well as on the thrust. Very, very weird and interesting design. This is an Egyptian blade if you're not familiar with the Kopesh. Kind of honestly looks like a question mark. It really does. And this is really, I think the intention of this really is for having deeper cuts regarding it off of the blade shape. Even if you're coming up on the 3 and 4 and the rising cuts, or if you're running by, you got those horizontals or those horizontals. Not something I'm super familiar with. I will say that I do actually like the handle. You'll see that the handle is nice and long. Enough for notice that the pinky sweeps back so that when you're slashing, it doesn't just slide straight off. You have some room in order to pull the cut around. So I'd say it's a really good benefit on that. Pin construction, 2 pins. We have the hardwood grip that's sandwiched between the full tang design right here. Having the exposed tang is nice because then you can see that it's just one solid piece of construction. All right, so we have a 15-inch blade length all the way from the tip all the way to the very, very pointy end right there. Notice that it lips off. We have about a 31 or 32 inch overall length. Notice that when we flip it down, look how much the downward curve is. It's somewhat like a scimitar where it sweeps back for those very long and deep slashes as you're coming out with this. I'm not really familiar with what guard positions or any of that would go into this. I would imagine you would have a shield, and then this would be more of like the horizontal slashes. Would categorize this as a short sword or pretty much the length of like a machete. Good hacks, good hacking strikes with it. Again, it is a very strange design, but you still do have thrusting on it as well, which is really good. A little bit of room. I would definitely not recommend grabbing it here with 2 hands because you'll notice when you look at the tip right here that it is sharp. So I would not recommend using this in a double grip fashion because you don't want that to come up and poke your finger. So definitely categorize this as a single-handed sword. Okay, let's take a look at some close-ups of this blade from the very end of it all the way through the cutting edge. Notice it's a little dirty on the tip of it. That's just because I did a little bit of cutting with it already. Checking out the blade. All these blades, Devil's Edge products, are all high carbon steel. This one has a thick stock to it. You'll notice that it's got a thick spine, well constructed. We'll get a close-up of the back edge as well. So in the comments below, let me know what your favorite feature of the Devil's Edge Kopesh is. This is the newer Kopesh. In the link in the description below, you'll see the link for the Tactical Khopesh, which is a little bit shorter and a little bit more lightweight. This one is like more of a heavy-duty one for more hacking and slashing. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite feature is on this Kopesh, and then we're gonna get to the cut testing. I did not even feel that slash all the way through. Damn, that's a clean cut. That's a really clean cut. Well, that was a backhand horizontal. You can see that these are soaked as the tatami mats are supposed to be. There we go. Look at that. It's talking to you. Got a moisture on the blade. I'm catching it near the bottom right here, not necessarily right on the tip, because the way that the weapon is designed is when you come out with a slash, boom, look where it's hitting. It's making that percussive point really actually a little bit more toward the middle. So not like a straight sword or like some of the forward curve like Filipino swords, where it's more like on the tip. This is more pronounced near the middle of the blade. So this thing is really interesting on the blade shape. To be honest, I had no idea what to expect about it. I kind of looked at it like, are you sure you want to review this? But in all honesty, it's actually cutting very well. We're gonna finish it off. Comment below what your favorite feature is on this blade. Mine is actually just the shape of the belly of it for deeper cuts on the slashes. And then let's finish out the cut testing. It still catches your finger. I'm not saying to do this at home, but just from observing it after doing the cut testing, it's enough to where it still catches your finger, so it's sharp enough to be able to cut through soft targets. So if you like this Devil's Edge Kopesh, I see it's a little bit dirty after doing the cut testing on. If you like this blade, feel free to click the link below in the description box. It made it super easy for you to be able to purchase this blade. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it with your friends, and as always, comment below what you like about this blade and what other reviews that you want to see in the coming future. Talk to you soon.